بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم I welcome you all to the Beginners Arabic Grammar teleconferencing for this term, and my name is Suhail Noor and I'll be your tutor inshallah for this term. Now we have two students here, Zahida and Sam. Now Sam is using one of the coordinators' emails account. Can both of you hear me? If you can hear me, please say yes, because I've enabled both of you to speak.
Yes.
Zahida, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Zahida, are you able to hear me? If you can hear me, can you say yes in the chat? Because I can't hear you at the moment. I can hear Sam, but I can't hear Zahida.
Can you hear me now?
Oh yes, I can hear you now. Assalamu alaikum, sister.
Wa alaikum assalam.
Okay, so as I was saying, inshallah this video conference will be going for 2 hours, starting from 5:45 up to 7:45, and we started a bit late today because some of the students had technical issues. We have to look after that. Can you both hear me clearly, or should I increase my voice or decrease my voice? If you hear me clearly, let me know, please. Okay.
Yes, I can hear you clearly.
So Zahida, can you hear me clearly?
I can hear you.
Okay. Zahida, if you can just speak, if you can just increase your microphone volume, your voice is a bit low. Okay, I think that should be good now. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna quickly talk about the subject a little bit, and then inshallah we'll go through the slides. Can both of you see the slides on your screen?
Yes.
Zahida, can you see the slides on your screen? Zahida, I'm not able to hear you. Are you speaking? If you can just say a few words, just so I know that you can see the screen, the slideshows, and the microphone's working properly. Okay. Well, I'm not able to hear, but inshallah if you can listen to me and maybe down the track fix up your microphone. If you do have any questions at the moment, maybe you can just type it up in the chat. I did hear your voice initially, but I can't hear it anymore, unfortunately. Okay. So, inshallah, we are in this subject. We're aiming to study beginner's grammar, and the expectation at the end of the semester, at the end of this semester, is to have a good basic understanding of Arabic grammar. Inshallah, if you finish this course, you should be able to read basic sentences and try to analyze them properly according to the Arabic grammar rules. One very important component about this subject is that there will be a heavy emphasis on the vocabulary. So I was told that you were given a Medina Book 1, which is the English key, and we have it uploaded here on the bottom left. It says Medina Book 1 English key, and over there you will have lesson 1 and lesson 2. You're meant to memorize the vocabulary. Vocabulary is very important because we can learn all the rules. However, if we don't have any words in our minds to put that rules into practice, then it will be very hard for us to grasp the concepts. So vocabulary is very important. And one of the best ways to learn vocabulary, if you can do this, at your home or wherever you're staying, if you can stick sticky notes on the objects that you would like to learn their meaning in Arabic, and every time you go near to that object, you can always see the meaning and try to refer to that in Arabic. That really helped a lot of students in the last tutorials that I was taking. Someone actually suggested it, and it helped out. So you can put sticky notes on all the objects, and that will help you in your vocabulary. Of course, it should be written in Arabic. So that's one way of learning vocabulary. The other way is learning in the traditional method of just memorizing the meaning English, so the Arabic and English and Arabic and English. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through the lecture slides, and if there is any example or something that I want to show you or write for you, I'm going to be writing it on the whiteboard. Now the whiteboard, if I do want to write on the whiteboard, I'm going to be switching from the slides to the whiteboard and then back to the slides. So if you see anything lagging, just don't worry. It's usually the whiteboard sometimes lags. But other than that, we should be good, inshallah. The intention for learning this subject, if you can all make an intention that we're aiming to learn to understand the Book of Allah and the Sunnah of the Prophet ﷺ, the Hadith, and all the classical Arabic texts. And that's why we learn. That's why we're learning it. So there are two kinds of Arabic. There is the spoken Arabic, and then there's the written Arabic. So what you're going to be learning in this one is more the written Arabic. Although you can speak this Arabic, that's fine. However, it's not spoken anywhere in pretty much all around the Arabic speaking world. So the idea here is not much for speaking at the moment. It's for you to understand Arabic texts. So keep that in mind. The speaking, inshallah, can come in the higher subject. So in this subject, we're going to aim to learn how to read Islamic texts, inshallah. Okay, I think that should be enough for the introduction. And we have two students here. Islam can just tell me where he's from and the purpose of studying this course or this beginner's Arabic grammar.
Assalamu alaikum. So, I'm from Wollongong in Australia. Basically, as you said, the purpose of me doing this course is to learn how to read Quran and Islamic texts. yeah, basically as you said it.
Okay, alhamdulillah. Sister Zaid, unfortunately we can't hear you, but I know Sam's based in Sydney. Sister Zaid, can you type in the chat, where are you based? Are you from Australia or overseas? Oh, Melbourne, okay, mashallah, so you are a neighbor. Oh, distant neighbor. Okay, that's good, inshallah. Let's start with the lecture slides. I'm just going to go through each slide one by one. So the first lesson is going to be talking about the basic components of an Arabic word and the complete sentence. So I'm going to switch to the next slide. Bismillah. So what's going to be covered in this lesson are basically three things. What are the components of an Arabic word? Some examples, and then at the end of it we'll look at some exercises. Okay, here it says من الحروف الهجائية تتركب الكلمات. From the letters of the Arabic alphabet, words are constructed. I don't think we had any doubt in that. We are learning Arabic, so the Arabic words are constructed from the Arabic letters. And I'm pretty sure all of you should know the Arabic letters by now, starting from Alif up to Ya. Okay, so the explanation. Each one of us knows the letters of the Arabic alphabet, the first of which is the Alif, and the last of which is the Ya. So Alif, Ba, Ta, Tha, Jim, Ha, Kha, up to the end. These are the Arabic letters, and words are constructed with these letters. Okay, so from these words are formed all the words that we utter in our conversations and use in our dialogues. Like for example, Abun, meaning father, Ummun, meaning mother, Akhun, meaning brother, Ukhtun, meaning sister, Ijtihadun, meaning diligence, and Najahun, meaning success or passing, etc. So all the words in the Arabic language are formed from the letters of the Arabic language. And over there you can see that the Arabic words here have their meaning or translation in English, so that's a good start for your vocabulary. Abun means father, Ummun means mother, Akhun means brother, Ukhtun means sister, Ijtihadun means diligence or working hard, Najahun means success or passing. So that's 5 or 6 new words for you today, inshallah. Keep in mind. Okay. So what is a word? Now, the word in Arabic consists of several numbers of letters. So the first category is that an Arabic word can also be one letter. Like for example, the ba in Bismillah. So if we want to break down Bismillah, I'm just going to circle for you the breakdown here. You can just look at the slides. Now, the ba here, this itself is one word. B, which means in or with. The sin and the meme come from ism, which means name. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is another word in the Arabic language. So the point here is that the ba is one letter, and the ism is one letter, and one word. The ism is one word, and the Allah is one word. So meaning, the ba itself means in or with. So in the name of Allah, that's the meaning of it. In the name of Allah. It can also be a hamza. For example, the question article in Alam Nashrah Laka. This hamza here it's a bit hard to write with this pen sometimes. This hamza here is also a word in the Arabic. And hamzas are usually accompanied with an alif. Okay. Now, the meaning of that is, have we not opened for you your bosom? So that comes from Surah Inshirah, Alam Nashrah Laka Sadrak. So the hamza is also a word. So it's just telling you that a letter in the Arabic language is also a word. Not all of them, but the ones that the language itself has sanctioned to have a meaning. Okay, the next one. Now, it can also consist of two letters. So a word in the Arabic language can consist of two letters. For example, mim. Mim and noon. So mim is a letter, noon is a letter. When you join them together, it gives the meaning of from or of. And then another example is fi, which is in or at. So these two are very, very, very commonly used in the Arabic language. So it's very good if you memorize them now. So min is from or of, and fi has the meaning of in or at, depending on the context, of course. The Arabic word also consists of three letters. For example, this word here, ainab, which means grapes. So that's a ayn, a noon, and a ta. Ainab makes a three-letter word, meaning grapes, or shajar, which means trees, or a tree actually. Now, it can also be four letters. For example, jadwal, meaning brook, or it can also mean a calendar, or Jafar, which is the name of a person. And then it can also consist of five letters. So a word consists of five letters. For example, Zafarjaz, which means queen. So in summary, an Arabic word can be one letter, two letter, three letter, four letter, or five letters. It doesn't end there. It can also be six letters. Like for example, Zafaran, which means saffron. Or it can be seven letters like istifham, questioning. So these are the seven. Now a word sometimes you can see a word which has more letters attached to it. However, it's not the base letter anymore. It's just more like suffixes or prefixes added to it. Okay? So majority of the words end in seven letters. Majority of Arabic words are from 1 to 7. If there are any 8 or 9 or 10, it's more suffixes or prefixes. There could be exceptions, but we'll keep it to this for now. Okay. So next slide. Now, what we're going to further cover in this lesson is what is a complete Arabic sentence. Also, what we're going to cover is what is an incomplete Arabic sentence. Number 3, the minimum and maximum number of words that makes a complete Arabic sentence. And we're going to look at some examples and exercises. Now, I'm going to first read the Arabic part and then the English part. So number 1, التركيب الذي يفيد فائدة تامة يسمى جملة مفيدة ويسمى أيضا كلاما. So it says the composition that gives a complete meaning is called جملة مفيدة. complete sentence. It is also called kalam, speech. So speech can be divided into two things: a complete sentence or an incomplete sentence. So what would be an incomplete sentence? An incomplete sentence would be that which the speaker who is speaking to is waiting for further information. So for example, if I say I went to school, that is a complete statement. The listener doesn't wait for any further information. But if I say I went to and then I stop there, that is not a complete sentence. So that's what it means. A jumla mufida also means beneficial. So a beneficial sentence or a complete sentence is the one that the listener does not have to wait for any more information. It becomes a complete statement. It is also called kalam, speech. So what comes out from our mouth. The other definition of complete sentence is that it is composed of two or more words. Every word is counted as part of the sentence. So an Arabic sentence is composed minimum of two or more words. So it has to always include minimum 2 words. However, a sentence can take as much number of words as possible, higher than 2. However, the minimum must be 2. Okay. Now, if you're wondering where we're getting this information from, the whole course is based on a book called Al-Nahu Al-Wadih, and you can find the soft copy on the internet if you type Al-Nahu Al-Wadih. The only problem is that it is an Arabic textbook grammar. It's an Arabic grammar textbook, meaning that the book is written in Arabic. So obviously you will have to have a command of the Arabic language to understand it. However, in having said that, it's still beneficial for you to have a look at it, because the examples here and the explanations here written in Arabic are without the harakat. So harakat meaning the fatha, dhamma and kasra. Because if we don't have the fatha, dhamma and kasra, it's very hard for us to read if someone's not used to reading without these vowels or harakat. So if you can download and try to read the book, go through some examples, inshallah I think that will help you more in your course, inshallah. Okay, let's move on to the next slide. Okay, it's also something important to mention is also try to start using a very simple basic Arabic dictionary. So if you do need any words in English, you can always have a look at the translation in Arabic. And the benefit of that is, if you look at the meaning of the words in Arabic, in the dictionary, it's not with the harakat. So that will really help you in learning the word without harakat. So if you see the word, you're going to straight away know what it is based on the letters, because you've got used to the word. So try to purchase a basic Arabic dictionary to help in your vocabulary, inshallah. Okay, now here we have 6 Arabic sentences, and these are all beneficial sentences. I'm going to look at a couple of them. So the first one says, Al-Bustanu Jamilun. Now I would like you to take down the meanings for these as well. So let's look at the words individually. Here first we have the word Al-Bustan. So Al-Bustanu is one word, and Jamilun is another word. So remember we said that Arabic sentences must be minimum 2 words. So this fits it very well. Now don't worry about how do we form the structures. That's going to come later. The first chapter just tells you what basically a sentence is. It's not going to tell you how to form it. How to form it will come inshallah in the coming few weeks. Okay. And also if you're worried about, well, what's a word in Arabic language? What does it break to? Noun, verb, and these things. Don't worry about that. They will also come later down the track. The whole idea of the first lesson is to just look at Arabic words and sentences and how they form, and what is a complete sentence and what is not. So that's basically the idea, and inshallah the breaking down will be done in the coming few weeks. Okay. So notice here that the harakat are not there, meaning the vowels, and that's done on purpose because we want you to get used to the word without the harakat. So I'm going to help you in the first few sentences. However, later on down the track, these words should be in your mind. So once they're in your mind, you really don't need the harakat. You really don't need the harakat. So here, this is al-bustan. So over the ba we have a dhamma. So al-bustanu. And at the end of the word al-bustan, we have a dhamma as well. So I'm acting out funny. So here, I'm just going to write a wow at the end of it. Al-bustanu jamilun. Now, the vocabulary there, al-bustanu means the garden. Okay? Al-bustanu means the garden. Jamilun means beautiful. So now, the Arabic language has sanctioned that if these two kinds of words come together, they have the meaning of this that I'm going to say right now. The garden is beautiful. So that's the meaning. But look, in English I translated it to 4 words. I said the garden is beautiful. However, when we look at the Arabic sentence, it's only 2 words. How did that happen? Well, you have to keep in mind that translating Arabic to English is not always going to be word to word. Actually, majority of the time, it's not going to be a word to word translation. So that's important to keep in mind. The second thing is, where did the come from and where did the is come from? Well, we're going to find that out inshallah in the next coming weeks again. So we're not looking at that at the moment. So the meaning for that is al-bustanu jamilun, the garden is beautiful. And is that a complete sentence? Yes, it is. Because when I say the garden is beautiful, the listener will not wait for any further information. So it becomes a complete sentence. Number 2, qatafa Muhammadun zahratan. I'll say that one more time. Qatafa Muhammadun zahratan means Muhammad picked a flower. Qatafa Muhammadun zahratan. Okay, that's actually number 4. But since we started, I'll just go through it. I'm used to the English. The number 2 is actually in the bottom, but we'll go through that. The one on the left of the first sentence. So Qatafa Muhammadun zahratan. Now in this sentence, I'll ask one of you. I can't hear Zahida, so I'll ask Hassan, how many words are there in this sentence?
Looks like there's 3.
Yes, there's 3 words. So qatafa Muhammadun zahratan. The meaning of that is Muhammad picked a flower.
Okay.
Once again, there are many words when I translate them when I translate the sentence to English, but the Arabic is only 3 letters. So in English we translate it as Muhammad picked the flower. So that's 4 words. And if you notice once again here, in Arabic it doesn't start with Muhammad, and there's a reason for that. In English we normally start with subject and then the verb and then the object. But in Arabic we can mix things up. We can start it with a verb, we can start a sentence with a verb, or we can start a sentence with a noun. So yeah, I'll just highlight the words here one more time. So that's one word.
Hello, can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear.
Yes, Zahida, I can hear now.
Oh, finally.
Yes, your voice is clear, mashallah, alhamdulillah. Were you able to hear me all this time?
Yes, I was listening, yeah.
Okay, alright, good. So, I'm just looking at these sentences, and we're looking at complete and beneficial sentences in Arabic. Now when I say Muhammad picked a flower,
Yes.
I'm not waiting for any further information, but that makes it a complete sentence in Arabic. Now the next one, it says, Ash-shamsu tali'atun. That means that the sun is rising. The sun is rising. Now, is that a complete sentence? I think it is, because we're not waiting for any further information. So, highlighting the words, Ash-shamsu tali'atun. Now obviously, you should be familiar with the fathas, the dhammas and the kasra, meaning the harakat. So when I say the words, I'm just wondering, if I say the word with the complete harakat, would you guys be able to write down the harakat on your own? Sister Zahida, would you be able to do that?
Yes. Yeah, I can do that.
Okay. Sam, what about you?
So what was it again? Ash-shamsu?
Yeah, Ash-shamsu tali'atun. Yeah. Are you able to write the vowels on your own by hearing what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yes,
That's
yes.
good. So Ash-shamsu tali'atun, that means the sun is rising. So that is a complete sentence. The next one says, يعيش السمك في الماء. Now, Sister Zahida, can you tell me how many words are there in that sentence?
There are 4 words.
Yes, there are 4 words. يعيش السمك
4.
في الماء. Yes, 4, correct. Anybody can get the meaning?
The water.
Sam or Zahida?
The fish lives.
Yes, the fish lives in the water. يعيش
The
السمك.
fish lives in the water.
Yes, that's right. That's correct. The fish lives in the water. That's good. Okay, highlighting the words again. Ya'ishu, 1 word. As-samaku, 2 words. 2 words. Fi, 3 words. And 4, al-ma. So that is a complete sentence again. It's a complete and a beneficial sentence. The listener is not waiting for any further information. Next one. Brother Sam, do you think you can read that?
If I'm wrong, just tell me. Is it
no worries.
Shem Alu Wadatan?
Close, that's good. It's actually Shamma. So Shamma Aliyun. Aliyun is a noun, the name of a person. Aliyun Wardatan. Yes. So Shamma, Ali, and Wardatan. Ali smelled a rose.
So what's the first word? Is that rose or is that smelt? Shamma.
Shamma is smelled. It's in past tense.
Okay, so that's the verb at the front.
Yeah, that's the verb at the front. That's right.
Okay. Whereas the other two, like number 1 and number 2, that was a noun at the front. Yeah.
Yes. So the number 1 has a noun at the front, and the number 2 has a noun at the front as well. That's right.
Yep.
So here Shamma is one word.
Yep.
Aliyun Wardatan. So Warda means like a flower, rose. It's alright for now. Okay. And then the last statement is يكثر النخيل في إقليم مصر. That means that date palm, I'll see, translating it in English is always a difficulty because yaksuru means it implies growing, so it's there's a lot of date palms in Egypt. Iqlim is like a suburb or something, or an area of Egypt. So date palms are I guess we can say are found a lot in Egypt. So that's again, the whole idea of that is that it's a complete statement, jumla mufida. Okay, just moving on to the next slide.
So basically, can I just stop you there for a sec, if that's alright?
Sorry, can I?
Yeah, that's fine.
From what I can see,
yes, Sam, if you can go ahead.
are you sure?
Yep.
Okay. All I was going to say was from what I can see here, there's 2 types of sentence structures. I can see one structure with the noun sentence and another structure for the verb sentences.
That's right. So,
Okay.
yeah, so the Arabic language has 2 kinds of sentences. One is a verbal and one is a nominal. And we'll get to that inshallah very soon.
Okay, inshallah.
Sister Zahida, you were going to say something?
I'm sorry, I just wanted to know, do we have 2-hour teleconferences every week, or?
Let's just start. I think your voice cut off. Can you repeat that?
Hello?
Yes. We have we have 2 hours teleconferences every week. Yes, I can hear you, Zahida. We have 2-hour teleconferences every week.
Sorry.
From 5:45 to 7:45 Sydney time. So 2 hours.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Now it says it's just an exercise here. اقرأ الجمل الآتية وبين الكلمات في كل واحدة منها. So we need to read the sentences below and distinguish the words in them, or find the words in them. So since it's the 2 of you, we'll do one each. So we'll start with, we'll do like 4 or 5 examples, not all of them. We'll start with Sister Zahida and then Sam. So Sister Zahida, if you can just read number 1, please.
السماء ممطرة. There are 2 words.
Yep, so the first one is Sama and the second one is Mumtiratun, so 2 words. Do you think that's a complete statement?
Yes.
Yeah, well we have to know the meaning as well to make sure that it is a complete statement.
The sky is, it's raining from the sky. Is that what it is?
Yeah, so basically the sky is raining, yeah. Acceptable translation. Brother Sam, the next one.
Okay, I'm not a native Arabic speaker, so this is a bit of a guess. So correct me if I'm wrong. So number 2, directly under the one that we read, is it Al-Hadiqata Jamilatan?
That's good. You got the basic word correct, except the ending, the ending of the word, the harakat. That depends. That can be an, in, or on, or a, I, u, depending on the role of the word in a sentence. So the actual word is hadiqatun. Okay, and hadiqatun means a garden, but it can be hadiqatin or hadiqatan, obviously based on the role in the sentence.
Okay. No,
so you're good there. So, al-hadiqatu jamilatun.
Okay.
So how many words?
It looks like there's 2 words.
Yeah, that's
it
right.
looks like there's so obviously the garden is beautiful.
Yep, that's right. The garden is beautiful.
Okay.
Sister Zahida, can you read for me number 9? Sister Zahida, can you hear me?
Hello?
Yes, can you hear me? If you can just read number 9, please. Sentence number 9.
يلعب الغلمان بالكرة. الغلمان.
بالكرة, that's right. Yes, al-ghilmanu. Can you tell me how many words does that sentence have?
There are 1, 2, 3, 4 words.
That's right, 4 words. Can you tell me what they are?
So يلعب is 1. Is it غلمان or غلمان? Is 1. E is 1 and al-kurra is 1.
Yeah. That's right. So it's يلعب الغلمان بالكرة. So it actually looks like 3 words. However, the ba here, the ba right over here is a word as well. If you remember, I said in the beginning that there are some letters, but on their own they have a meaning as well, and they join sometimes to the word. So it looks like 1 word, but in reality it's 2 words. So that's actually 4 words, and it's a totally beneficial statement. يلعب الغلمان بالكرة. Okay. I think there should be enough of examples. We'll just go to the next page. Okay. So we have here, we need to see if the sentences are complete or not. So we're going to read the sentence, and if they make sense, then we say yes, it's a complete statement. And if they don't make sense or they are not complete, then it's an incomplete statement. So I think Sam's microphone shows to me as off. I'm guessing his microphone's off for some reason. So we'll just ask the Zahida. So Zahida, can you read the first one?
I'm sorry, I can't see the notes.
It should be in the screen, can't you see? Are you able to see the screen, Sister Zaida? There should be a couple of sentences.
I'm just opening up the lecture notes from another window. Wait.
Alright. Page number, slide number 13.
13, okay. Okay, so I have the first one. The first example is not a full sentence. It's just saying that ليس الجو, which means that the weather is not, but it's not a full sentence.
That's right, it's not a full sentence because the listener is waiting for further information. So it's not a jumla mufida. It's not a jumla mufida. So ليس الجو means the weather is not what? So that's not a full sentence. Number 2. If you can read it, Sister Zahida as well.
So means that أكل فريد means that Farid ate. It is a jumla mufida.
Yeah, I think this is a bit depending on context. If you just come up and say akala faridun, you could require some information. Or if someone asks, did Farid eat? Then you're gonna say, yeah, Farid ate. But in general, if it's not a question, if you just say Farid ate, it might not be a complete sentence. So then, once again, some of them is based on context. Okay, number 3.
Al-Itaru Sari'un, the cat is fast, so that this is a complete sentence.
Yeah, Al-Qitar actually means the train.
Oh, sorry. Sorry.
Yeah, the cat is qit, but sounds so, it has a qaf and a ta.
Yeah.
Al-Qitaru Sari'un, the train is fast. We'll just read one more, number 4 inshallah.
Inna ijtahadta. It's not in ijtahadta. Oh, okay, so if you tried.
Yeah. Is it a complete statement?
It's not a jumla mufida. Am I saying it correctly?
Yeah, it's probably not a complete statement because usually the in is a conditional word. So if you say if I work hard,
yeah,
then something happens. However, here it just says if I work hard, then yeah. It's not a complete statement. Okay, so that's the whole idea behind it. We'll just go to the next slide. Okay, so add the missing words to make complete sentences. Okay. So, Sister Zahida, there are some missing words there. If you can just complete them. Try with number 1, see how we go.
Very breaking up, so.
Oh, sorry. I'm just at. I've changed the slide to the next slide.
Okay.
And I was just saying, if you can complete the first statement, please.
Okay. So al-usfuru is the sparrow. Qafas.
Yep, al-usfuru, al-qafasu, qafasu, okay.
العصفور يعيش في القفص.
Yeah, you can say that. Or if you want to use one word, you can say al-asfuru fil qafasi or ala al-qafasi. They are both correct as well. So the sparrow is, if you want to say in the cage, you can say fil qafasi. If you want to say on the cage, you can say ala al-qafasi. They're both acceptable answers. Okay, so number 2, we'll just do this example as well. Can you read the sentence, Sister Zahida?
الولد الفاكهة. So الولد يأكل الفاكهة.
Yep. So الولد يأكل الفاكهة. So the boy is eating the fruit. So these are all complete statements. So الولد يأكل الفاكهة. The boy is eating the fruit. So الفاكهة means fruit. Just for the vocab there, al-waladu means the boy, al-asfuru means the sparrow, al-qafatu means the cage. Okay, that should be enough for that. Let's move on to the next slide. Okay. Use the words to make complete sentences of 2 words. So there's already a word given there, and they're all nouns. What you need to do is you just need to add an extra word to it to make it a complete statement. So the Zahida, since it's just you, maybe you could give examples for all of them, if you don't mind.
Okay. Yes, sure. الحديقة جميلة. الشجرة طويلة. الأزهار جميلة. الشمس طالعة.
Yes, that's right. So these are all complete statements. If I was to make an incomplete statement, maybe I'll say al-hadiqatu fi, and then I stop, but that's not a complete statement. So the garden is something garden as well. So of course, knowing meaning is extremely important. So knowing the meaning of the word. Otherwise, I mean, if you put up 4 or 5 words, it looks like a sentence, but if you don't know the meaning, it might not be a complete sentence. So vocabulary is extremely important, especially this first few words. Because every time we learn a new rule, if you don't have vocabulary in your mind, how are you going to apply the rules? So even if you learn maybe 5 new words every week or 10 new words every week, it will really help you, inshallah, down the track. Okay. And the next slide. Use the words to make complete sentences of 3 words. So, Sister Zahida, can you give us 3 words for each sentence?
Okay. الماء. الماء. يعيش السمك في الماء. الفاكهة. بايع.
That's the example that we use.
الفاكهة.
Yep.
يلعب. يلعب الولد مع صديقه. يركب.
Yep. So yarkabu means riding or getting into.
Okay, so
now we can say yarkabu.
يركب الوالد سيارتي.
Yeah, السيارة. We can say that. You can just say السيارة. So يركب الولد السيارة.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not that important to know that which where the word exactly should be. If يركب الولد السيارة is the boy is riding the car or getting into the car, so that is a complete statement made out of 2 words. Okay. So the last slide, inshallah. Provide examples of complete sentences consisting of 2 words, 3 words, and 4 words. Okay, we've already pretty much done that. So I think since it was a short lesson, just a quick recap. What's important, like once again I'm going to emphasize, is learning the vocabulary. So you were given a booklet called The Key to Medina Arabic Key. If you don't have it, it's on the bottom left. You can download it from there. So the notes are there, the lecture notes are there, the worksheet is there because you have weekly worksheet. The worksheet guidelines are there. The Medina book is there. So everything, I'll be providing you everything every week, just in case you didn't receive it. The other thing is it's good to have a simple, small, maybe even a pocket version of an Arabic English dictionary. I mean English to Arabic. Don't go for Arabic to English at the moment. It might be a bit hard to look for words, but definitely an Arabic to English, Arabic dictionary come up. And what else? I think that's all I have to say. So Zahid, do you have anything else to add?
I actually have a bit of a problem because I'm doing this unit as well as Tajweed, which and the 2 conferences they coincide, so I don't know, I have to sort that out somehow.
What time does the Tajweed start?
From 6 to 7.
Are you sure? Because I'm the one who's doing a Tajweed video teleconference, and I was told it's between 8 to 9 p.m.
Oh really? Oh, okay. So that's good because I think they're waiting.
Maybe it actually could be ladies and men separate. I just have to confirm. Is it possible if you call the office now? I think there are some people there. If you could just confirm with that, because maybe there are 2 classes. My class goes from 8 to 9 p.m. Tonight.
Is that ISL 261?
Are you talking about the Tajweed? Yes. ISL 261 is Tajweed, yeah.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah, so maybe you might want to check with the subject coordinator. What's the name of your subject coordinator for Tajweed?
I think it's Heather Fagan. I'm not sure. I think it's Heather Fagan.
Yes, okay, Heather. I think she's still here today. I saw her before. Yeah, so you can contact her, send her an email, or if you want, you can call the office now. She should be around, inshallah.
Okay, alright.
Okay, so Zahida and Sam, if you can hear me, I'm not sure.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, you're still there? Okay.
Yeah.
So inshallah for next week it's gonna be a bit longer because the content is much bigger. So inshallah I'll see you guys next week. Just it goes for 2 hours, from 5:45 up to 7:45. Sometimes we could finish early, sometimes we could go over time. You know, but usually between 5:45 and 7:45 inshallah. And please check with your microphones and everything beforehand, so we don't waste too much time with technical issues.
Yes, sure.
Bro, so can I ask a question?
Yeah, go ahead.
So, there was a sort of had to leave, and I probably maybe you covered it, but maybe you didn't. I just thought I'd ask anyway. Did you end up going through those two different types of sentence structures, like a noun structure and a verb sentence structure?
No, I think we'll do that in the coming few weeks.
Okay, because they went through it in the lecture from the audio files, from what I could hear, even though it was bad quality.
Yeah, we can't go. I mean, there isn't much to it now because we still don't know the word structure. So we should know word structure before we get the sentence structure. So basically, there are two kinds of sentences. One starts with a noun, that's called jumla ismiya, the nominal sentence.
Yep.
Another sentence starts with a verb, which is jumla fi'liya. So that's a verbal sentence. So there are two kinds of sentences in Arabic. So if it starts with a verb, it's a verbal sentence, jumla fi'liya. If it starts with a noun, it's a jumla ismiya. So that's all you have to know at this stage. And inshallah we'll delve into it more.
Okay, cool. So also because I was away, so I remember listening to the audio on the lecture. The lecturer said to go through lesson 1 and lesson 2 of the Medina book 1.
Yeah, that's just for the vocabulary. That's with.
Okay. No worries.
Yeah, so there's a few words that you need to learn there from lesson 1 and lesson 2. I think there's about 20, 25 words, I'm guessing.
Yep.
So that's just for the vocabulary, inshallah, yeah.
Okay, no worries.
Okay, brothers and sisters, so inshallah we'll see you next week then.
No worries.
Assalamu alaikum.
Okay. Assalamu alaikum, sister. Take care.